shit. Back again.
Back again and again and again and again. Don't. Hey, you're never gonna miss us.
Right, we're always here. We miss you, but yes.
You're right. So
Man.
the man cave back in the building, man. Another week. Some great games last week. You already know. Some great games coming this week.
Some XFL quarterbacks coming in, upsetting, upsetting some legends in the league. That's crazy. Two of them.
It's a new day, man. But he's actually, that was a good one. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's crazy. Man. But you know what this week is? Like it says, city versus city, Bengals, Browns. It's gonna be huge Monday night football on Halloween prime time.
Yes, sir. Woo! The Big B. Y'all might have some luck on y'all side though, but we'll get to that later.
I look already. Mom with the love. Go Browns.
Yep. Go Browns. Loyal. We love loyalty. We love loyalty. No matter what team it is, loyalty. We love it for sure.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we're not gonna dive into that primetime game right away because we're gonna save the best for last.
Yes, sir.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and jump.
That good old NBA. We'll start with that good old NBA, man.
Go to the NBA.
We're watching a lot of games, man. It's looking like a wide open season.
This season, it feels like it's gonna be one of those ones where you're gonna have one team you didn't expect creep right on up,
right on up
to the playoffs.
Yeah. And Portland been knocking on the door for a while now. Right now, they one of the top teams in the West right now. 4-1.
Right now, they ain't knocking, they banging.
Yeah, they banging, and I like how they playing. They got some great pieces. They bench is great. That's what they've been missing. For the past 3, 4, 5 years, they've been missing a bench, but they got players that can come in and get you 20 points and play.
You know what I love about them is they kept their core piece.
Yes,
Lillard,
yes.
And they put studs around him, not superstars, studs.
Studs.
I mean, you got Simmons, you got Trent Jr.
Yeah, Trent Jr.
You have boy that came from the Pistons,
Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant, yeah.
You got the center, big boy,
Big Nurk out there.
I mean, you have good pieces, and now it doesn't have to be a two-man game. It's him and them.
Right, and Chauncey Billups is the coach.
And that's a whole big shot, Chauncey.
Chauncey Billups is the coach, and he got them. But they always believe, if you ask me, because they got Dame. Dame always believes in what he does. So I ain't gonna say he making them believe, but they're buying in to what he's selling. You know what I mean? They buying into what he's selling.
Well, because that man has been there and tore through the East how many years with the Pistons? I mean, he did some damage. And that, again, that's a team that didn't have that superstar. It had a bunch of all-stars, a bunch of good players. You know, you had Chauncey, you had Rip, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Tyson Prince. You had good players. But they weren't considered all like superstars, like LeBron status, Dame Lillard status.
Right. They had an overall team, and that's good, man. And then you got Memphis at 4-1, and then you got Utah at 4-1.
And people really thought that was going to be, hey, they selling everything out, getting picks. They're going to suck.
Yeah, tank for Wembanyama, man. Tank for Wembanyama.
And they said, screw that.
Yeah,
we gonna win. We got Clarkson, we got Sexton, we got Conley, and we got Marketing. And that's the one that blows my mind. Marketing.
He always been a scorer, though. He's always been that. He just got to get the opportunity to be one of those guys.
Well, now he looks like the man. It was funny is on Arizona when he played in college, he was that guy.
Yeah, he was.
He was that man. He averaged this man. He averaged 22 right now. He averaged at least that back then.
Real high too.
22 then. He was killing it.
Yeah, looking good, man. Speaking of Wembanyama, they got the Lakers as the last team in. They 0-5. Sacramento 0-4. Orlando 0-5. Who gonna get Vic? If the Lakers end up with the first pick, bro, in the draft, I'm gonna be bro.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, if the Lakers end up with the first pick in the draft,
then they can trade AD.
LeBron needs to leave.
Yeah, because they ain't giving him a team. That's what I think.
He is too old to do this right now.
Yeah, well, he too old to be the best player on the team. AD is supposed to be the best player. That's why they brought him there. Like LeBron will still go get you 30. He'll still go get you a 30-point triple-double like that. But he can't be the guy doing everything.
I'm all right with him being the best player on the team,
No.
but I don't want him to be the guy that has to do everything.
We'll put it like that. Yeah, he can be the best player on the team, but he can't be the guy that they run an offense through. It was supposed to be AD, but AD not living up. Even if he's healthy, he's still not dominating nobody, and he's getting.
The only thing AD living up to is a high hospital bill, because that's what he does. He stays injured, and that's the problem.
His insurance high as hell.
It's everything. That dude's got chicken legs. He breaks one of them. It snaps right in half. I mean, everything goes wrong with this guy. His ear could have an earache and have to get it amputated or something. He's gone.
Why has he not got with LeBron or Dwight Howard or one of these big guys that be in that gym and know how to bulk up and carry the weight? They can help him, because it is one thing to get the muscle, but you got to be able to carry it too. You got to talk to guys like that,
or
man.
Maybe he just thinks he's above that. I don't know, and I think he's dumb for it all.
It's time for him to cut the brow. He can't be the brow no more until he playing like he the brow. He can't be the brow.
Man, shave off both them eyebrows.
You got to cut it.
He don't need any eyebrows because he's nothing right now.
He can't have a monobrow no more. He got to cut it, bro. It's got to be two now. I'm just saying.
Screw two, cut one. Be just one up there. Just one, just brow.
Yeah.
He can't do anything. Because
what you think about New Orleans?
And listen, even when he's on the court, I had a field goal percentage. Just a field goal percentage.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's around 8% too, just for field goal percentage, not threes.
Yeah.
Field goal.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You shoot around the hoop.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, or somewhere shooting the basketball or working out. I promise you.
You need to be doing something, because you have your problems, who's always sitting on the bench getting hurt, and then you got the Ninja Turtle, Russell Westbrook.
The Ninja Turtle.
He can't shoot a three. I mean,
no, man, I'm not blaming. I can't blame Russ, man. I blame him.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying this.
Well, they blaming him a lot in the media, man. But I blame him for the turnovers and stuff like that, and not being able to make layups. But it's not his fault that they turned him into a shooter. Coming off the bench might be good for him because he'll be the primary ball handler. He'll be the guy that initiates the offense, and he can go out there and not be a shooter. Go out there and get them buckets. He might get
to the hole.
Yeah.
He can play his game. Even though they have nobody else coming off that bench, really.
Exactly.
That's the problem. They need to make a trade. And it'll probably be Russ or AD that go, and I'm fine with either one of them getting the hell out of there.
AD got to go.
Go get Buddy Hield. Go get Miles Turner.
Yeah. So I'm saying.
Hey, save Buddy Hield for the Cavs.
But if they get a center, if they do get Miles Turner, the Lakers will be a real contender because AD will be comfortable playing power forward. Guess who he want to play? He don't want to be the center. You see what Jokic just did to him. He couldn't stop him. So, you know what I mean? He got to be power forward. That's what he does. And he got to stop. They have to stop shooting 40 damn threes a game.
Listen, I heard something earlier about these Lakers. They're what, 0-5 you said right now, right? Or 0-4? 0-4.
Yeah.
I heard they can be 0-11.
Yeah, they will be.
The teams they face, they said they might be 1-10, but 0-11? A Lakers team? And not even a Lakers team, a LeBron James team?
Yeah, man, but this reminds me of that team that made it to play the Spurs. Yeah, LeBron was young, so he could drag them all the way to where they needed to be.
He ain't doing that now.
He can't do that now. He can still be the best player on the court, but he can't.
About that 07 series.
Yeah, he cannot. They was never supposed to be there. LeBron drugged those guys by their necks. Like, come on, when the play
Sasha.
And Williams and those, bro. As soon as they got to the Spurs, all that went out the door. All of that, at the 61-21 record, all that went out the door when they got to the finals because you was playing a dynasty, a superior team. You know what I'm saying? They already had like 4 championships or 3 or something like that. So
not to interrupt all this, Cavs up 6-0 already on these cells.
Yeah, you know I'm watching it. You know we got it. Come on, man. You already know. You already know. But what you think about New Orleans, man?
Dude, I like what they do over there.
Playing good.
Look, they got the big man. They got Valanciunas.
Yeah.
Who needed a change of scenery. You know, he was on the Raptors. He needed that change. He came down there. Looks good.
He looks good.
Zion Williamson came back. I mean, he hurt right now, but still, Zion looks like a whole different player.
But he injured again.
He injured, but that was because he went up and got hit and he fell on his hip. That wasn't just some.
His career gonna be 7 years.
I mean, that could have been anybody though. So I can't place that injury like that's not on him. He's
always injured though.
That happened. That could happen to anybody.
He always injured though, man. That boy been injured since high school.
But that first injury was a crazy injury.
You know what I feel like? Another AD.
I hope not. I hope Zion can be something different.
Hella talent at his peak. He top 5 in the league, or Zion can get to that because AD at his peak was top 5 in the league. Zion can get to that level, but he always injured, man. Like somehow they gotta slim this boy down. Like he got way too much muscle for his knees and his cartilage and all of that stuff. Like he gets injured a lot.
He need to just strengthen up his legs more.
Yeah,
he need to make his legs beefier, and he put some good strength in them knees. But besides that, Brandon Ingram over there, they have Jose Alvarado. I mean, that team is nice. It's a nice
Alvarado is good. Last year he was hooping. I'm like, this little dude came out of nowhere. But Brandon Ingram, McCollum, and Zion, they fit so good together. Like they fit. It's like they gel so good, man. It's great.
It's because nobody's trying to be the top guy. They just all balling.
People better watch out.
They're just balling. They're like, hey, you know what? Screw this. Everybody can get points. Let's all pass it around.
No expectations. Just go out there and play. Yep.
You know what that team reminds me of? It's like an Oprah show. You get a bucket. You get a bucket. You get a bucket. That's what happens over there. Everybody getting buckets, and it's because nobody wants all the buckets. They want to spread the love, and that's what a real basketball team.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
The Cavs. That's just like the Cavs now. The Cavs are spreading it around. If Donovan Mitchell ain't getting buckets, you got other guys that get buckets.
Yeah, it's 14-6 right now.
It's not a one-dimensional team. This is every dimension.
Right. And we got scorers at every level, and we got a lot of defense. Speaking of the Cavaliers, man, they 3-1 right now. 1 game behind first place Celtics, who they playing right now. So if we beat them, we'll go to the top of the standings in the East. I mean, not the Bucks, the Milwaukee. When we play them, when we play Milwaukee, we gonna beat Milwaukee. I'm confident in that. I promise. I'm confident in that.
Middleton's sitting out, man. He's still sitting, and they're still balling out.
They still 3-0, but we got too much defense, man. We got Twin Towers down there, man. Giannis gonna have a hard day. I'm telling you. Once we get to them, they gonna have a hard day.
Hey, what about that? That's a whole nother thing I didn't think of.
Yeah.
Is what if we trade LeVert and something else and go get Middleton and say, all right, Middleton, you're our 3.
The Bucks ain't giving him up, but that would be fire if they did that.
But I mean, the Bucks are doing so good without him. Like, why would you interrupt all that? Because maybe that was the reason why y'all lost in the playoffs. Y'all brought him back.
No. Hell no. It definitely was never Middleton. No.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just blaming it.
Middleton gonna come in. Do you know
a certain way? And then they had to switch it up because now they add this guy, the Middleton in, so everything changes.
Well, I'm just saying when they come to those big games and those playoff games and stuff, Middleton is the guy that they go to at the end of those games when he's playing to close it out because he's the best shooter on the team. So they can't let him go because he's the best shooter on the team. Like they literally go to him. They don't go to Giannis in clutch unless he abuses it.
Middleton's a shot getter.
But when they come to that closeout time, Middleton, they always look to Middleton. I mean, if we could get him, that'll be fire. But they not.
That'd be crazy, right?
They not.
That's a dream scenario. I was just throwing it out. That was just.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, that'll be fire. If they can pull that off, man, give him Chetty and LeVert. You know, go ahead, give him both of them dudes. We'll take Chris Middleton. What? Listen, you know what this man will do with what we got out there?
I'll give up a draft pick and keep Chetty and give him LeVert the draft pick
or 2 draft picks, whatever. They're gonna want more than just that or just Karras in a pick. It might have to be 2 picks.
Right,
second round.
We're not trying to worry about picks no more. We're trying to win. We're trying to win the championship.
Round. Yeah. I said second or third round. Second round.
Well, not third. Yeah, I'm gonna say what? This ain't football.
Yeah, right. But Boston 3-1, New York Knicks, man.
They're a shocker. People
they the
were worried
Dallas,
about Jalen Brunson going there and that being the only thing.
They the Giants right now. Or the NBA.
No. You know what New York is right now? They're living it up over there. You have the Giants 6-1. You have the Jets 5-2. You have the Knicks 3-1.
3-1.
Well, you got the crap Yankees who went wherever in the playoffs and lost out.
Blew it. No pitching.
You had the Mets who went to the playoffs. So you have good teams in New York right now. The Rangers in hockey are doing good. Again, New York's living it up right now. But that'll false.
I agree. I don't see that. I don't see them sustaining that at all.
No, Danny Dimes is going to short out.
Yeah.
And they just got rid of one of his best receivers. So that's going to short out.
Crazy. We'll get to that too, but that. I ain't see that coming at all.
Oh, no. And then you got the Jets who are still do their thing. And to be honest, I think that'll just be a team that goes as far as the other team allows them to go.
Right.
They'll lose the game, but it won't be because they lose. It'll be because the other team beat them.
Right, for sure.
And then you got the Knicks who they're going to lose Sunday to us.
Yep. Guaranteed. Chalk it up.
Hammer it down, baby.
Yeah, so, the season's starting off good, man. It's early, so, we're going to let the games play out. We'll see where everything go. Looking good for some teams, looking horrible for others. So
definitely.
I'm waiting and curious to see when all these trade, because stuff about to start happening soon. Like, it's all for 20 games going to go by and everything going to change. Oh, yeah, the Nets is 1-4 too before we move on. The Nets.
Oh, yeah, because you look at Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is airballing layups.
Yeah.
And I don't care how good defense he plays. He can't make a layup now.
They might as well put him. He's 6'10". Put him at power forward. Stop letting. He don't want to be the point guard. He can't. He don't want to score. You cannot win games with a point guard that will not shoot the ball at all. He passes up on dunks. That's the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. But they have no defense. KD will score all these points, but don't want to play defense. It's like, dog, come on. It's two sides. Like they little, they frail. So I don't see them going far. They'd be lucky if they make the playoffs unless they
they're going to be another East team that's going to fall out, and that's where that surprise team will come up and be like, oh man, we didn't see them coming up. The Knicks will be it. It'll be
coming out the East.
You know what? The Pacers could be that team that comes up and plays because the Pacers are playing real good right now. They got a good young team of players that you might know Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, but Halliburton and all these other young dudes over there. I mean, you don't know them, but they're playing well.
Yeah, so it's a good season to start it off, man. I'm comfortable time. Good shot, Donovan. He's smacking threes,
Look, man, 16-9. Woo.
It's still a good one, you know what I mean? But this is where both teams is tested because the Celtics have been looking good without Udoka. So
they got no coach. Robert Williams is out.
Robert Williams out. But I think this is where the buck stops for those guys, man. So looking forward to the rest of the season. We'll keep reporting on the NBA as they go on, man.
That's right.
Yep. Right. We're gonna move on to college, man. College football. Last week we had a big one. Clemson and Syracuse.
Gosh.
Clemson pulled it out.
The Orangemen gave it away. I don't say Clemson pulled it out. The Orangemen gave it
away. Okay. All right. I was just seeing
they were whooping them. And then they just said, you know what? We're going to stop here.
Yeah. I was just seeing where you was at because Syracuse gave that game up.
They did. They definitely did.
They should have won that game.
Syracuse could have been – listen, and what sucks for them is they're in the same side in that conference as Clemson. So they can't play Clemson in the ACC championship.
Their chances is over as long as Clemson keep winning.
Oh, yeah. If Clemson has to lose 2 games for them to even be relevant.
For them to get in. Yep. So they done for.
So that pretty much is.
That playoff would be fired because if Syracuse still win out and they expand the playoff, they would get in.
Oh, Syracuse would be in it.
Yep.
Hey, the Wolfpack are on that same side with them. That's not happening. So you know who's got to come out the other side? It's got to be there's Duke and then there's Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest is the other team.
Yep.
Or no, it's North Carolina. It's the Tar Heels. The Tar Heels are on that side.
I'll go with the Tar Heels before Wake Forest. Wake Forest has been slipping a little bit.
But Wake Forest is on the other side anyway. So it's the Tar Heels, then Duke.
And not
Well, I'm just saying record-wise on that side.
Yeah, record-wise,
that's 1-2.
Yeah.
And the Tar Heels are 6-1, so that's who's gonna play.
I think the Tar Heels can end with one loss if they can beat Clemson in the SEC. I mean in the ACC championship.
I would love that to happen.
Yeah.
I would love Clemson to fall. But hey, the Orangemen got Notre Dame this week.
Yep, it could be a trap game because they just
12 o'clock game and definitely could be a trap game for them. They could lose their second loss. That could be over. We only have to talk about them the rest of the season now.
Exactly. We had another big upset though, and I'm salty because I picked UCLA to win the Pac, man. It ain't over yet though, but they went out there and lost to Oregon. Oregon, every single week they get better and they look better. Yeah. I'm convinced that they might win the Pac because they look really good. Bo Nix looked way better than he did at Auburn.
Ever since they got their ducktails right between their legs from Georgia, biting them and barking at them all the way out of the dang top 25.
We'll hold that against them either because that's Georgia.
Listen, again, that's Georgia. But, dude, literally, the Bulldog chased the Ducks all the way out of the top 25. They've come all the way back.
Yep.
They brought themselves all the way back to relevance.
So I'm gonna still stay with UCLA. I'm not gonna switch up. I'm gonna stay with UCLA in the Pac though.
No, and I can't even. USC's already done. Like that's already a dotted thing right now. So I'm just gonna die with them. But I feel like Oregon has a good shot because they beat UCLA already.
Right? Yeah. So
But again, I mean,
I'm banking on Oregon.
The thing is no matter who comes out of this Pac-12, they're not going to the playoffs.
Has Oregon played Utah? Not yet.
I think so.
I don't know. Hold on, let me see.
Again, that's something we'll have to look up because I don't know what side they're on or how that works. I don't follow Pac-12 that close, which I should probably.
Nope, they play Utah the 19th of November.
Oh, in a couple weeks. So that'll be a game to look at. Because Utah's 14th. Utah played last night. Did Utah win?
Yeah. So Utah, hey, Oregon better watch their asses.
And that's we'll see. Because if they win, if they beat Utah, then that solidifies that. They'll go on, and I guess it'll be a rematch in the championship game. See what happens. But again, no matter who comes out of there, they're not going to the playoffs. That's a dead
it's a done data.
That just looks like all right. UCLA and USC are rolling force coming to the Big Ten. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Whoever win the Pac going to the Rose Bowl if they got one loss.
Oh yeah, whoever wins the Pac-12 championship goes to the Rose Bowl.
Goes to the Rose Bowl.
And they'll face whoever loses out of Michigan, Ohio State. I feel because
it's a Big Ten team, so it'll be Michigan.
You would feel that way.
No, that's who Ohio State played last year because we lost to Michigan. We blew Utah's door. It's going to be the same thing. It's just going to be with Michigan this year. The Rose Bowl is always the winner of the Pac.
It's always the 12 and the 10.
Yeah. So it's always them.
But we're not going to be the winner of the 10. Or we weren't the winner of the 10.
Yeah, that's why we had to play them.
Went on, so instead of giving it to the second place team, they gave it to us.
Yeah,
we had the better record, and that's how
it'll be Wolverine. It'll be Michigan, Utah in the Rose Bowl this year.
Be honest, I think Michigan's in the playoffs.
No, I don't think so.
I think Michigan's in the playoffs with us.
I think Clemson gonna win out. So I think Clemson gonna win out, and they're gonna put Clemson in there over one loss Michigan team. And then one loss Alabama won't get in because of Clemson. And if Tennessee go undefeated and beat Georgia, Tennessee and Georgia is getting in. They're still gonna put Georgia in because they was number one damn near the whole season. So all
right, listen, I can be okay with that.
If Clemson wins out, I'm telling you right now, if Clemson wins out undefeated, they are automatically in. They're getting in. There's no way.
I think they look back at their losses because if Michigan steamrolls everybody
and then lose to us,
listen, if they lose a close game to Ohio State, I feel like they get put in.
Not if Clemson undefeated. I'm telling you right now, they earned that respect.
They don't play nobody. They trash.
It don't matter. They earned that respect. Clemson. Clemson earned that respect.
I feel like that's horrible.
Should have never been in there a couple times.
So it'll be Tennessee versus Clemson because Clemson's gonna be 4, and it'll be us versus Georgia.
And us versus Georgia, and I feel like we gonna blow door. We gonna beat Georgia. They gonna score points. We gonna score points. But I feel like our defense is fast enough. Because Georgia, the SEC usually be super fast. So I think we fast enough.
Well, we've been taking players from the SEC for a while now, so I think we're all right.
All right, so we got Texas, Oklahoma. Texas went out there and pulled out the upset in the Big 12.
That was the Red River.
Red River, and that was a great game.
Yeah,
that was a great game.
Look, Quinn Ewers, dude, he showed that if he would have played that whole Alabama game, he would have won that. That'd have been it.
Yeah,
they would have won that game, and Bama wouldn't.
My bad. Oklahoma State won. I don't know why I said that the other way around.
What?
Oklahoma State beat Texas. I said Texas beat Oklahoma State. It's the other way around.
Oh yeah,
I picked Texas to win that game, but Oklahoma State pulled it out.
They came out at the end though, but still, I feel like if you would have played that Bama game, that still would have been.
Yeah, they would have beat them if he would have kept playing because they would have had more points if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They had them beat. They had them dead to rights.
So Oklahoma State number 11, but they got a loss.
And listen, TCU coming out the Big 12.
Yes, they are undefeated
coming out the Big 12.
Nobody beat them. They running. Yeah, they winning the rest of them.
And what sucks is they won't get in the playoffs because they're going to put that one-loss Georgia in.
Yep.
Or one-loss Tennessee. They're going to put them in over.
And Alabama, if they keep winning and they don't make it to the SEC, they won't get in because you got to be an SEC champion. Unless
if they go to the SEC championship and they win, they can be in.
But it's unless but if Alabama was undefeated and then they lost in the SEC championship, yeah. But if you don't even make it there, they're not gonna put you in. With one loss, it's not gonna happen. Because Tennessee and Georgia will be, if they go undefeated and they playing as an undefeated, whoever lose that, both of them, it don't matter who lose. They
right
both
now on their side, it's Ole Miss and them, and if they beat Ole Miss, that's the end.
Exactly.
Alabama's in the SEC championship.
Exactly, and I think Ole Miss not gonna hold up because somebody's gonna beat them. They ain't played Georgia, Tennessee, or Alabama.
They lost.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did just lose. Yep, you're right. They did just lose. So
they got to beat Alabama to get in. If they don't, Bama gets in.
But Ole Miss ain't getting in, man. But if Georgia,
they're not going to get in, they're just going to be in the SEC.
Right. Yeah, hell no. I think it's Georgia, Tennessee. They on opposite sides.
It can't be.
They on the same side.
Yeah.
So it'll be Georgia. It'll be whoever win out of them two in Alabama. Alabama still getting to the SEC championship.
Oh yeah.
Lost. But I don't think they'll beat Tennessee or Georgia.
No, I don't think so either.
So. That's
solidified. That'll be them too.
Them two getting in, so it won't matter who lose. You still gonna get in unless Alabama somehow make it. You know what I mean? Like,
no way. If Bama say Bama redoes and beats Tennessee, then it's Bama and Tennessee that again. Georgia doesn't get in.
Yeah.
Because Bama and Tennessee both played each other twice, then they're 1-1, and they each got one loss. Those two are the two teams that get in from the SEC. Georgia's left.
Yeah, but one of them might have 2 losses though.
No,
after that game.
If Tennessee makes it to the championship game, they beat Georgia.
Oh, undefeated. Okay, yeah.
So they're undefeated until they lose to Bama.
Then Alabama beat them. Alabama and Tennessee get in because
they'll be the ones
that
get
number
in.
3. So they're gonna be like, oh, Alabama beat the number 3 team, put them in. So, and then if Clemson's undefeated, I'm telling you, we will not get 2 Big Ten teams in because they will put Clemson in there. Clemson will go in if they undefeated.
I hate that.
I know I hate that too, but because they ain't really played nobody, but they will get in.
I mean, they played Syracuse and the Wolfpack. They were
Syracuse and
but if that's the case,
that's 2 games.
If the Wolfpack keeps losing, because I'm pretty sure, did they lose last night to Virginia Tech?
Actually, I don't even know.
Remember Daryl said that. Wolfpack was giving 12.5, and D said, watch Virginia Tech win by 9. What was the score of that game?
Oh shit.
Well, look at this because that is crazy.
Because I gotta go. I ain't on the internet. I'm on the app.
Here it is right here.
It only show ranked games.
North Carolina State won by 1.
Did they?
1. And Utah only won by 4 against Washington State.
Hey, they won though.
But North Carolina State won. But see, we beat Notre Dame. They were 5 at that time, but they won't look at it like they're 5. They'll look at their ending record. They won't look at
they got beat by Marshall, bro. Like, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, well,
one could say they went downhill because they got they heads tore off by us. So it went like.
I mean, that could have been the whole.
Yeah. All right, Alabama beat Mississippi State, whatever. But TCU Kansas was one of the late games.
TCU Kansas State, that was a crazy game. TCU came back.
They've been doing that. They
were down by 20 at one point, come back and won that game.
How many games have they come back? Like, that quarterback is a beast. They quarterback, he's a monster.
And this is his first year playing, and first year playing for them, and that's. Woo.
Yes, and he's a beast.
Duggar's he is a monster. He's a proven quarterback, a proven asset to them, big time.
Yep. All right, and we got
and listen, right there, it doesn't matter though. They can win out. They're not going to go to the playoffs either.
No.
Or do you put them over?
If Clemson lose a game, TCU go undefeated. They'll put them in.
So what if they're both undefeated? You putting Clemson in over them?
Clemson in. Well, then if they do it right. And they go by resume and who TCU's beat, then TCU should get in over Clemson because TCU's schedule was way better. Way harder.
I would love to see the Horned Frogs in there instead of Clemson.
Bro, they beat Kansas. They beat big teams. Like Kansas they like number 6.
Baylor. They beat ranked teams. They beat teams when they were ranked, but again, when they were
highly ranked though. Like they knocked teams back. They took teams out of top 10 and stuff like that. They knock teams back. So I think if they do it right, they'll get in. But yeah, we'll move forward to tomorrow, man. 12 noon, Buckeyes, Penn State. I expect us to win that game because Penn State, they offense don't look good enough to outlast what we gonna throw at them on defense. And our offense, we don't have any weaknesses, so I don't know what to tell them.
they have one of the best defenses get turnovers, but
I couldn't tell last week. I couldn't tell.
Well, last week, not last. Was it last week
against Michigan? They played
that was 2 weeks ago because Michigan was
whatever it was. When you play a good team, like a really, really like a contender.
But that's because Michigan ran it down their throats.
Yes.
This is when C.J. Stroud needs to understand when he sees the lane, take the lane. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about throwing the ball. Don't worry about any of that. Take that lane and
I honestly think he about to torch them through the air, though.
And I think he can. But I'm saying take that lane. If it opens up, go.
Yeah, he just ain't.
You got Williams and Henderson.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy. And I just don't.
He needs to be.
I know I don't ever see him. I don't ever see him being that type of player.
No, I don't want him to be a Lamar Jackson.
No, he ain't going. No, I'm talking about.
I don't want him to be.
He ain't even going to be Jared Allen. He ain't even going to be Carson Wentz.
I don't want him to be Jared Allen either. I don't want him to be either one of those guys. I want him to be that guy that, hey, if you leave a lane open and he takes it, he gone for 20.
Yeah, he's not going to do that, though.
Every so often, bam, he hits it.
He's the type of quarterback. He a pocket passer, so he don't want to take no hits.
He's good, and I get it why he wants to do that, but
he don't want to take no hits, though. He hate getting hit.
Got the speed, he can do it.
He do got the speed though, but I wish he would do that more. And I like how he gets outside the pocket, but he will not run that ball forward. He'll go out of bounds and throw it away before he.
And that's the problem. That's the only problem I have.
I'd rather him do that than force it down the field. But
I'm just saying, every now and then you got a lane, you got to take it, especially if you don't
slide.
See it.
Yeah, slide. Be a slide master or something.
Go off, get the first down, and go down. You don't even got to try for extra. Go get the first and slide and be done.
Right. I got the Buckeyes in that, of course. I know you know. We know we Buckeyed up over here.
Wait.
Yeah, got the Bearcats versus UCF. Bearcats 6-1. They ranked number 20. I'm gonna go with the Bearcats in that one.
I like Cincy. Yeah.
Yeah. TCU might have a trap game against Virginia Tech. West Virginia, 12 o'clock.
I'm chatting the OHIO right here. Hell yeah.
And they moved them all the way up to number 7. TCU.
Yeah, they're prime. They're right there.
They won't beat the Buckeyes, though. If they play the Buckeyes, we're going to terminate. But I'm going to go with TCU in that West Virginia game.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going Horned Frogs.
All right, Syracuse. I feel like they about to slip up against Notre Dame and lose that game. Coming off that loss to Clemson, that's a heartbreaking loss that they gave up.
It is. And that's, again, like you were saying, this could be a trap game.
Yeah, I'm going with that's
because they gave up that loss, and then This could be their second loss, and it puts them all the way out of it.
All the way out. That's why I'm going with Notre Dame. I feel like it's a trap game, man.
And Notre Dame's been getting stronger every week. They've been coming back to relevance. So if they can finish strong, then our win against them looks good.
Right,
so,
right.
Hey, I root for Notre Dame anyways. I want them to win out. And what's funny is I think they got to play Clemson at the end.
Eventually, yeah. I think at the end, yeah.
They got USC too. So if they can win out and face some big schools at the end and win out, then that game actually looks good for us.
It looks way better, yeah. Georgia, Florida, man. I ain't gonna say that's a trap game, but no. Georgia better be careful. I'm going with Georgia though.
Florida look like
trash.
They look like straight trash.
They quarterback.
Get them out of here.
Yeah,
Fred Richardson's a good quarterback, but again, ever since those first couple games, he's just
he
out the hill.
He like to run a lot. He can pass, he can throw and stuff, but his game ain't running. I mean, his game ain't passing, his game is running. So you can key into that,
Yeah, he tried to Lamar Jackson it, and he's not that.
Yeah. Number 8, Oregon got California, which that should be an easy win for Oregon.
Yeah. Bo Nix will go crazy.
Yeah, it'd be an easy game. Good one, 3:30, Oklahoma State, Kansas State. I'm gonna keep going with Gundy. I'm gonna go with Gundy, man.
Yeah, the mullet.
They let me down against TCU, but I'm gonna go with Gundy. I'm gonna keep going with him. They number 9.
And K-State's coming off that loss to TCU, so
they about to get beat up on. I think it's.
You know what? I'm gonna take the Wildcats. I'm gonna take them to revamp, come back.
I can see that happening too.
No,
that could be a trap game. Just because Kansas State is actually good, just because they got 2 losses.
Both good squads.
Those be the ones when you look at the losses instead of the team, and the team actually good. They just couldn't pull out some games, or they lost to some like really good teams.
Yeah,
and you slip and fall on your face. And you said something about Wake Forest. Wake Forest is actually number 10, 6-1. They play Louisville. Louisville got a Lamar Jackson looking quarterback too right now.
They do, but Wake Forest, they got that boy. That quarterback over there is bomb.
He's a monster. Number 10. That's crazy. They number 10.
Listen, just to hear Wake Forest being relevant in football is something of a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't hear that. You heard them in basketball, and you can hear them throughout basketball.
Yeah.
And who brought them relevance in basketball was the big fundamental back in the day.
Yeah, big fundamental. Then Chris Paul after that.
Yeah, CP3 was around, and then and they came relevant.
Yeah. Going with Wake Forest, should be easy win. Kentucky, Tennessee though, 7:00.
Rivalry game.
That's a big one. Kentucky got 2 losses, but don't get it twisted.
State to state.
Don't get it twisted.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you right now. This is where Tennessee's got to show that they deserve to be that number 3. They got to go out here and blow these boys out. They got to take Kentucky and sling them around and say, "Get out of here, kitty. You're gone." Because
their offense is like the Buckeyes' offense. There ain't no weaknesses. Yeah, there's no weaknesses.
And you know what's even crazier? They get their best wide receiver back this game.
Yeah, and
suspended that one game, he's back.
Right, and it's Hendon Hooker and CJ Stroud. No, I'm talking about fighting for the Heisman. It's him and CJ Stroud.
Oh yeah,
him and CJ Stroud are the same. And to the aspect to where we don't have no weaknesses. We got a running game. We got a lot of receivers and a great quarterback with vision that can throw the ball, run the ball. Even though CJ don't run, he's still a threat to run because they know that he can, even though he doesn't. So, yeah, I think they deserve to be 3. I think they'll beat Kentucky by a couple touchdowns, man. They score a lot of points, man. Like they do a great job scoring points.
They do. Literally. And they need to be by a couple touchdowns, but I feel like it's going to be close. It's in Kentucky, isn't it?
No, it's in Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's ugly because Tennessee gets loud. That stadium going to be rocking.
Yeah, the stadium's a nice
11-point favorite, so I'm going to go with Tennessee. With the 11, I'm going to say 14, though. It'd be higher than that.
All right. Yeah, Tennessee should win that game.
Yeah. USC got an easy win, I think, against Arizona at 7.
All right. I'm with Caleb Williams. I mean, that was my pick to win the Pac-12. So
they got Wake Forest at number 10 and USC at number 10. How does that make sense?
Who's at 9 and who's at 11? Is there teams?
Yeah, Oklahoma State 9 and hold on, let me go to the rankings. They tripping. Yeah, USC and on the actual rankings, It's got USC at 10, and then Wake Forest don't even got a number next to it because they tied for 10. It shouldn't be an 11 though.
That's unreal.
Yes, there's not an 11. It goes straight.
All right, so that's what it is then.
Yeah, why wouldn't they do that, man? Anybody got it.
Because, man, the computer guy messed up.
That boy was smoking weed.
Got sloppy.
Yeah, USC, big win, 21 points. They 14.5 point favorite. Michigan State, 7:30. It's going to be a blowout because Michigan State trash.
They are trash. But you know what? This is that game. Every year you look at it like, oh, man.
Yeah, I think Michigan will win by a couple touchdowns.
They should blow them. They should blow them
21.
out.
It'll be 21 for sure. Texas A&M, Ole Miss at 7:30. Ole Miss number 15. Texas A&M 3-4 though, so I think that'll be an easy win.
A&M was one play away from beating Alabama.
Yeah. But
that's
I think
a whole other thing.
They got 4 losses though now. That's crazy.
And but that's an injury thing. I don't know. Jimbo Fisher talked a lot of crap.
A lot.
Him and Saban went back and forth, and he hasn't lived up to any of it, except for almost beating Saban without Bryce Young.
Yep.
But yeah, Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin's got to bounce back because he lost last week. He's got to bounce back because he lost LSU.
Yep.
So he has to do something to keep race with Bama to go face them the week after, I believe.
Yep. UCLA, Stanford at 10:30. UCLA, they got to bounce back.
Should smack up the trees.
Yeah, they about to tear they whole entire heads off. That's I don't.
Yeah, Chip Kelly's pissed. He's really.
Of course he is, man. Of course he is. But right now I'm gonna go for my playoff picks. Buckeyes. And I really think Tennessee gonna win out in the SEC. I think Clemson will go undefeated, and then in Georgia because I think not Georgia but Alabama because I think Tennessee gonna lose in the SEC championship. I think Alabama gonna get back in the SEC championship, and Tennessee and Alabama will get in. Clemson, Ohio State.
Thanks. It'll be Tennessee, Bama 1 and 2, and then Ohio State 3, and then Clemson 4.
I don't really know. I can't really say the rankings because Ohio State we number 2 right now or 3.
Yeah, we are. But you saw what happened. We beat up Notre Dame. We beat Notre Dame and we still fell.
We did. Yeah, because we didn't do it in orderly fashion. But we need to go blow out Penn State. A couple games we got to blow out. But if we smash out Michigan.
Oh, yeah. If we smash out Michigan at the end of the year, there's no reason why
we'll be 1 or 2. We'll be 1 or 2, but the rankings will be what they are. But I think that'll be the 4 teams because I really think Alabama will continue to win out. Georgia got to play Tennessee, and I think Tennessee will win that. And then in the SEC championship, I don't think Nick Saban's going to lose twice to Tennessee in one season. I really don't. So I think they'll both get in, and it's crazy because if Tennessee beat Alabama and give them a second loss, if TCU not undefeated, they'll put Georgia in there still, even though they didn't win the SEC. Because they only got 1 loss, and it was the undefeated Tennessee, SEC champion. So they'll still put them in if TCU ain't undefeated.
Well, we'll see what happens. We still got a month of that until we can see. And these are all the big games coming this month.
Yes. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. So while we still on football, man, we had some stuff happen last week in the NFL, man.
No.
Tell me how the Packers lose to the Commanders. Just tell me how. I just need to know. Somebody got to tell me.
Heineke, an XFL quarterback, because that team runs with him.
Yeah,
dude, the Commanders look good with him at the helm.
They love him. They trust him too.
Terry loves him.
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel loves him.
That Buckeye right there. That boy, Terry, boy.
that defense loves him. And what's funny is the defense fought each other on the sideline.
Yep.
Payne and Allen at. And Payne may be a Cleveland Brown come trade deadline because we may go get him and put him at defense. He's a defensive tackle, plug him right in the hole. I think that could happen.
That'll be a good pickup too.
But dude, that whole team runs with him. Heineke is.
They love him, man. They just got confidence in him. They know he gonna do the right thing and make the right play and get the ball to where it need to get to. He does a good job of that, man.
Go ahead, read that comment.
yes.
The skin scalped the cheeseheads, and they did.
And
they made Aaron Rodgers look crazy.
Because they ain't the Commanders, man. I know that's their name, man, but they always gonna be the Skins.
Yeah,
like the Indians gonna always be the Guardians, man. And I know a lot of Native Americans. I know a lot of Native Americans, man. I can't speak for the masses, but I know the ones I know, they don't care about that.
Listen, I'm a Native American. My mom is dude. The reason why we named them the Indians is because we had the first Native American player on our team. Exactly. This wasn't just some shit like, hey, you know what? We're gonna go name them the Indians. No, this was based on why we had that guy. Right. But again, it is what it is. But for the fact that Heineke do that to Rodgers,
I know, right?
Then you had PJ Walker, another XFL quarterback, leading a team who just got rid of their star player, CMC, Christian McCaffrey, went to the Niners, just got rid of him, and PJ Walker leads them against the Bucs and beats them.
Though. The Bucs look like trash right now, man.
They look like trash because then they just lost last night too.
Talent and they look like trash. They don't know what's going on. It looked like half the time, man. Brady just needs to chill. I wish he would have went out on top because even if he retire now, you going out with all this man.
They're gonna say it was mentally broken down because of the divorce. The divorce was finalized today.
That's what I say.
The divorce got finalized today. Yeah, so that was all on his head last night because listen, last night when they played, he was yelling at everybody. Yeah, Mike Evans, the coaching staff. That cheerleader did her cheer wrong. The crowd's cheering wrong. He yelled at everybody, was screaming and hollering the whole game. Dude,
you know how it is. You know how it is when you lose the woman you love, man.
Listen, the Bucs look like his home life destroyed.
None of that, bro. You look like a crackhead because you see all your bones in your face. Your mind ain't right. Like Brady, he thinking too much and he need to chill. Gronk ain't gonna come and save you, man. Let that man relax and be retired.
He eating ramen noodles. Yeah, he just ain't right at all.
Yeah, man. But how about those Giants went to 6-1? And I'm not gonna say I'm on the Danny Dimes bandwagon, but he's actually doing a great job.
He's doing his job. The defense is doing good. Barkley's looking like Barkley should have looked like.
He running the ball. He had over 100 rushing yards and over 200 passing yards. Like he the first Giants quarterback to do that.
Listen, we're about to see what happens because they just traded away Kadarius Toney to the Chiefs. So now you're about to see what they're doing because now they're losing weapons now.
That was dumb, bro. That didn't even
I don't understand it. Maybe there was a thing going on with Toney because he was crying before and the fans were feeling he was faking injuries. So maybe that was something that had to happen.
I feel like Danny Dimes ain't getting him the ball enough because Danny, he running a lot and he doing what he got to do, but he not that quarterback that's going to make you a star receiver. So he wanted to get up out of there and, it's going to definitely work out for him with Patrick Mahomes. And speaking of the Chiefs, we'd go to the Chiefs 49ers. That right there, like that just getting Toney for Patrick Mahomes is going to change the game for them, man. Like they
still look good. They look amazing against the Nines.
And they finna be even more dangerous because they got another receiver.
And this one could possibly be a 1. He could be a number 1, not a 2, not a 3.
And I think he will be. And I think if they smart, they'll keep McCole Hartman in the slot because he's gonna kill those linebackers and safeties, and then Juju gonna look like a star again.
Yeah, Juju gonna have that pressure off him.
Yep, as long as Toney show up and he doing what he do, Juju will look like a star again. But they also still got Kelsey and all those other guys. You can't double team nobody, so they just got more dangerous. But they had a big win against the 49ers, man.
They did.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how they gonna use McCaffrey.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But other than
Debo's out this week, so
so they should use a lot. More. Other than that, nothing else really to talk about from last week, man. But this week, the Ravens, Lamar Jackson went out there last night and showed us why he should get paid.
Well, I mean, he's the reason why they won that game. Yeah,
exactly.
Or to be honest, Tom Brady's the reason why they won that game.
Exactly. Both could be true. Both points could be true. For real. So that was
funny. After the game, he signed a sign. There was a sign held up, and it said, pay this man now before he leaves. He brought it down, showed the camera, signed it, and gave it back to the guy.
Yeah, gave it back. That's about to be worth some money. So good win for the Ravens, even though I wanted them to lose.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. All right, man. 9:30 game. Broncos, Jaguars, both 2-5. I'm going with
trash.
I'm going with the Broncos to win to finally get a win.
Russell got to do something
after losing all these dang on games. I'll go with the Broncos on that one. Jacksonville the favorites though, and it's they the home team, but it's in London. So
yeah.
Panthers, Falcons at 1:00. I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Yeah, I said the Falcons on another show, and I'm going to stick with it, even though P.J. Walker's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And the Falcons have an injury going on. I can't think of who it is, but Falcons win.
Falcons for sure. Bears, Cowboys, 1:00. This ain't going to be easy for the Cowboys because the Bears just dropped 33 in their last game. They had a great game. So
they did, but they didn't play the Cowboys defense.
Yeah, they didn't play the Cowboys defense, but Dak looked like trash. So if the Bears show up, then they'll win the game.
Well, Zeke's out. He's not playing.
Yeah, so that's even worse.
Pollard, I think, is better than him. So I'm all
right. But you only got one now. You ain't got them both. I
like the Cowboys still.
Zeke is the bruiser. Zeke don't get a lot of yards no more. He just beat people up. You know what I mean? And wear everybody down. So I'm gonna still go with the Cowboys though.
Oh yeah, Cowboys.
We'll go with the Cowboys. Dolphins, Lions. 1:00.
Oh, yeah. Dolphins. Lions looking like straight trash.
Yeah, I can never have faith.
Even though Swift should be back, and that could help the Lions. The Lions' whole team could change, but
ain't Dolphins no Megatron, no Barry Sanders, none of that. So I'm going with the Dolphins for sure. Vikings, Cardinals, 1:00 in Minnesota.
And listen, this was tough for me to say before, but now you have James Conner not playing. D-Hop is back, but I'm riding Vikes.
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikes, man.
I mean, you got
5-1, they look good.
You got some position players that are amazing.
And Jefferson is acting.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
You still got Thielen.
Bad out there, boy. Yeah. All right. We got a horrible game.
We got a trash can game right here.
The Raiders and the Saints.
Oh, the Raiders should blow these boys out the water.
They should. They
Landry and Thomas aren't playing this game either, too. They already said.
Orlando. I mean,
talking about Kamara could be traded here soon. Nah, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take
I'm going with the Raiders.
I'm going to take the Raiders.
Go with the Raiders. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Raiders. Patriots, Jets. Will Belichick beat them guys? No.
Mac Jones is going to start, they already said. But here's the problem is, are you going to leave him in if he screws up once and then take him out and then put him back in? I'll be honest, I like the Jets.
Belichick, he creating problems, man. Like, stop taking the confidence away from Mac Jones if that's going to be a quarterback, man. I'm going with
I like the Jets.
The Jets will go to 5-3. Steelers, Eagles, 1:00.
Eagles are 40, 50, 60 burger on these boys.
They go to 7. They go to 7.
And they're coming off a bye.
Yeah.
They're going to blow these boards.
They're 11-point favorites.
Listen, the Steelers have not won in Philly since the 60s.
Damn. So, for real?
Yeah, that's sad.
Wow. Eagles for sure. Titans, Texans, 4:05. Texans got one win. They won 4-1, bro.
They have the worst run defense in the league. Derrick Henry's going to have like 40 attempts for 500 yards or something.
C.J. Stroud going to be a Texan, man.
I hope not. I hope
to be a Texan, bro.
I don't want him to be a Texan.
He's going to be a Texan because he's going first. Bryce will probably go second, but C.J. going to be a Texan, bro.
Listen, I'd rather C.J. No.
I hope like a defensive player or something go first or something like that. I hope it ain't C.J. They talking about I
don't want C.J. Stroud on the Texans.
Not on the Texans, man. I'm going to go with the Titans on that one, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with Titans.
Even though it's in Houston, it's cool.
I don't care where it's at. It
right.
could be
Commanders.
Abu Dhabi, just like the UFC fight was. Right. Abu Dhabi, and it don't matter.
Commanders and Colts, 4:25 in Indianapolis.
I'm riding the Heineke train.
Yeah, me too.
Commanders going to beat them. And they're benching. Matty Ice just got benched. Sam Ellinger's in there.
I think. Hey, they need to go with Ellinger though. Let him play. They
are letting him play. So, but I still think Heineke's going to win that. I think Commanders win.
For sure. I'm going with the Commanders with you. 49ers, Rams. both teams hot garbage looking anyway.
Listen, right Shanahan, McVay can't beat Shanahan except for that one playoff win.
Going with the Niners. That's the only reason why, because they Shanahan got their number.
And Rams cannot, they don't have it together. They throw it to the same two dudes.
Yep.
They have the run games obsolete because Akers is still not playing because he's getting traded. Henderson ain't doing crap. That rookie Williams ain't doing anything. Stafford's elbow's acting up. And they're not passing it to Robinson, and Van Jefferson still ain't back. And here's the key. Aaron Donald isn't looking like Aaron Donald.
Exactly. Because Von Miller ain't there. Like, he getting older, that he wanted to retire, but he had Von Miller last year to, they had to pay a lot of attention to Von Miller. But I'm going to go with the Niners. I'm going to go with the Niners, yeah. Shanahan got their number. Giants, Seahawks.
I love this game. I'm actually going to watch this game.
Where the Giants realized that Danny he got to be better.
Listen, they go into the West Coast. The 12th man will be there. Geno's looking good. DK may play, may not play. Seahawks secondary is becoming one of the best in the league with a rookie Woolen.
Yes.
That is going to be one of the games to actually sit there and watch because it's going to be good. But I'm going to ride with Geno.
Oh, you still go? He's still on the Geno.
I'm riding Geno.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm on the Geno train. I'm going to go with Geno and them too, the Seahawks, man. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Primetime game, Packers, Bills. In Buffalo.
Bills, huh?
They in Buffalo too. But I'm going with the Bills for sure because Aaron Rodgers don't got no weapons.
Alan Lazard's not playing this game. That's his only receiver.
That's it, yeah. And Aaron Rodgers is proven he can't win without weapons.
I want to sit Aaron Jones on fantasy because I don't feel like he's going to do a dang thing. I feel like that's going to be the only weapon, and they're going to shut him down.
Yeah, because they're going to try to run him into the ground and throw him 1,000 passes. That's going to be easy to stop.
Oh.
Yep. And then we got the big one.
There it is.
Bengals Browns Monday night, baby, in Cleveland.
Oh. Woo. Prime time Halloween.
And you already know we about
what
to
a setup for
go
this
ham. But y'all might have some luck on y'all side because Jamar Chase may not be.
Jamar Chase is out with the hip contusion.
Yeah, I hope.
He's got a torn labrum, they're saying.
Yeah, man. So he going to be out, which going to open the door for T. Higgins, Mike Thomas.
Not Mike Thomas.
Yeah, Mike Thomas, our outside, or that's our other guy. Number 10, Mike Thomas.
He ain't going to do anything.
He's crazy as hell.
He ain't doing anything.
You crazy.
I'm not crazy. Listen, I think Jamar Chase – hey, listen, I think Jamar Chase is the key to your whole offense. And now that he's out,
no, he's not.
They're not going to be able to do what they did. Because you got Greg Newsome and our rookie Emerson that's going to shut down people. So
the key to our offense is Joe Burrow. He slings that ball all over the field to whoever's open. He don't care who it is. He got
to be standing upright to do that. So Gary Clowney might put him on his ass.
He ain't been throwing up a lot of sacks, but he needs to stop trying to run outside that damn pocket, Mike. I know you be seeing the same thing.
I know he did. Listen, that is Joey B's most criticized thing is he tries to make a play even when there's no play and he doesn't want to throw it 500 feet into the stands. And that is his real problem.
So what you expect from Jacoby, man? Jacoby in that run game, you think they're gonna run the ball enough? I know y'all playing us, so y'all probably gonna run the ball 72,000 times.
and I think that's
what do you think though?
I think that's the one weakness since he does have.
Yes. Well, against y'all, not against nobody else. We've only given up like 2 rushing touchdowns this year. We ain't so against y'all though, we give y'all everything for some odd ass reason.
He's the rushing leader. And if we actually give Chubb, listen, the stat is if Chubb runs the ball 20 or more times, we win.
Oh,
I'm handing him off to him 20 times in a row.
Yes.
Right to him 20 times.
Bro, he should get right. I'm telling you, until Deshaun come back and playing like Deshaun, he should get like 30 carries.
And he definitely should. And Hunt, they should have them both back there at the same time. Chubb's the handoff, and Hunt's the one that goes out. If you're going to fake the handoff to Chubb, Hunt goes out there just in case you need that check down. I think the defense needs to have a statement game.
Yeah.
And this is prime time. It's at home.
So what game plan would you use for the defense for that to happen?
Listen, they need to let Deion Jones and Joe cover that run. I get it. We have no DTs. Our DTs are trash. They need to cover and hold up Mixon because I feel like Mixon can have a day on us because, again, we can't do nothing with the run.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put Garrett and Clowney, of course, out there. To be honest, I'm playing man on Boyd and Higgins.
Oh, on Higgins, you play. He's 6'5". You playing man on him?
Emerson's 6'5".
All right.
I'm playing man.
All right.
Just so I can free up.
Touche.
Just so I can free up and the safeties don't have to worry about crazy coverages and they can stand there and be able to be ready for the run, but also step back. They don't got to chase down people.
Yeah, I zone up.
Listen, I want to blitz Joey B. I want to run right at him. That offensive line is starting to get better, but they also still have that weak. They still aren't.
But see, that's when we get the quick passes. We do a good job of getting the quick passes off.
And that's why if we do one-on-one on the outsides, it leaves the linebackers and the safeties right there to be able to defend that. You might catch the ball, it might move it a couple yards at a time, but at least we're there so no big play can happen.
Right.
But again, hand the ball off to Chubb the entire game. Brissett, don't make no stupid mistakes, and he hasn't until he's rushed on the last drive of the game to go down the field. That's when he makes that interception happen.
And for me, I think that might be the difference in the game. I think our defense will show up. Mm-hmm. And I think our defense will get turnovers, not maybe one or two, in a crucial time, because I don't think nobody's blowing nobody out because of our rivalry and how hard we play each other. You know what I'm saying? Last year, y'all blew us out in the first game, and that I couldn't believe that happened because I was like, but this year we didn't have a line, so y'all took advantage of that. There was nothing we could do. Myles Garrett, that guy went crazy, but we got a little bit better. So I think our offense will be slow against y'all's defense to start out, and we'll have to. I think it'll be a defensive game, is what I'm trying to say.
No, yeah, it's not gonna be no blowout like you're saying. It's not by any means. Is it gonna be that? And I don't think it's going to be no crazy high scoring. I feel like it's going to be in that 23-20, 17-20 type of game. But it'll be so jam-packed of plays and good things happening that it'll keep it interesting, unlike other games.
Coaching is going to come into play for sure. The play calling is going to play a significant role in this game too, because both teams know each other and we know what each other likes to do. So both teams going to have to mix it up. I fully expect us to be the same Bengals. I expect us to get better, but I also expect y'all to challenge everything that we do, and we challenge everything that you guys do. I think it's going to be a chess match. Stefanski is actually a good coach. He is actually a good coach.
It'll be that one turnover in the fourth quarter. That'll be the difference of the game.
That one turnover.
Whoever gets that turnover will be the one.
And I think it's going to be at a time where somebody finna go up. Somebody finna take over the game and end this game or whatever the case may be, and that crucial turnover is going to happen. I just love when we play each other, how the rivalry is and how we bang it out. And even if the score lopsided, we still be out there. Both teams still go hard the whole entire time.
Even like last year. When we blew you out, that game was.
You ain't have to say that though. You did not.
The whole game, it was still good.
Yeah.
So it didn't change anything. It was we scored a bunch of points, but it was still beat each other up the entire game.
Bro, they made me leave the game early. Because
I know you didn't want to hear Nick's mouth. I know.
He kept looking back, talking crazy, and I'm like, man, you know what? It's gonna be jam packed. Let me get up out of here, man. Because I'm not about to hear this. This is over. But this year. We'll see y'all on December 11th. We'll be in the stands. I know I'll be in the stands. I don't know if you coming along or whatever, but
I should be. I mean, that's gonna be my birthday wish, a Browns victory.
Might as well slide on up there. You know how we do, man. Because this gonna be a
December 11th will be Deshaun Watson back, so that whole thing changes from this game to that game. It's a big change.
Nick said if we want to Monday night, we can set up. We can bring our laptops, whatever we got to do, and we can set up in a booth and do some stuff before the game or while it's going on, whatever, we can shoot.
I'm down. We can go live. We can do it right from our phone. Just go live, interview people.
We'll have some content for y'all for Monday night.
Monday night's going to be huge.
Halloween.
We'll be live on all sorts of things. We're gonna have different shorts for TikTok. We're gonna have live video, whether it's from StreamYard or just Facebook Live or whatever. It's gonna be all over the place. Monday night's gonna be huge for us.
Right. Before we finish up and before we get out of here, I know you going with the Browns.
Yeah.
What do you think the score will be?
Like I said, I think it is 23-20, 20-17. I don't see.
I'm leaning towards like 24, 21, 20.
I could do that one too. I just don't think it's going to be that game where it's like, all right, 35-28. I don't see it.
It might mess around and be 10.
It can be that, but I just don't see that happen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a defensive war. I honestly do, man. Like, it might be
a real AFC North game. Bust you in the mouth type game.
Yep. It might be 10-17. Whoever wins might only win 10-17.
And that could be it too.
21-17 or something like that.
Man, I don't like looking up here at this Cavs score though at all.
I know, man. I don't even want to talk about it. It's all right though, man. It's crazy how good the Celtics looking, man, without Udoka, man. It's crazy, man. But I'm very excited about this game on Halloween, man.
Oh yeah, Monday night's gonna be an amazing night. Again, we're gonna have live footage of everybody going crazy. It's gonna be nuts. Oh, here it is. We got a prediction. 24-20 Browns.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's
right in the realm of what we're talking about.
I think it'll be something like that with the score, but you know it's going to be Bengals, Mama. Come on, you know it's going to be Bengals. Come on, just like Mike know too. Again,
in reality, hey, listen, if we're all talking realness, if I was just unbiased, all this, it's Bengals because of the way they're playing, how it's going. But I also know how this works and how the Browns play, and that's.
And I am being real and unbiased. I'm not looking past y'all. I never do. I'm telling you, it's something about y'all, man. We can beat everybody in the division and somehow lose both games to y'all. Well, we do it all the time. We at least give y'all one game every year. It's crazy.
And listen, this game's crucial on 3 different levels for both of us.
Yeah.
You guys haven't won a division game yet. You lose this, that's 0-3 in the division.
Oh, yeah.
If we win this, we're 2-1. And then if we do win this again, we're literally right there behind, chasing you guys right out. And our next so many games come against teams that are all beatable except for the Bills.
That's all right. We'd be 4-2 in the division at the end. Oh, see, we can't lose no more, man. Goodness gracious, man! Like, man, we gotta win this game. I forgot all about that.
That's a huge thing right there.
All right, man. Y'all hope y'all watching that game, man, and tune in to us on Monday night because we're gonna have some
go Facebook Live. We're gonna be all on YouTube, TikTok, and all over the place. Browns, Bengals fans are filling up this bar, the Draft Bar and Grill in Liberty. Listen, hey, if you hearing this and you around the area, get there because it's about to get huge and crazy. Well, hold on. What's up? There you go. My mom's.
Hey, I hope not. Because dogs do beat cats, though, and I can't even argue that, man. Like, because I love dogs, man.
I love cats, so that's my problem. I'm a cat person,
man. But these cats is lions. These ain't kitties. These are lions.
She's sending her love, though, no matter what.
These are tigers. These are tigers. Tigers. Tigers.
We're gonna leave her love up there because I love it, Mom. I love that you're live and you're able to listen in and be a part of this.
It's
just
great.
Like the rest of y'all. Get involved. Be a part of this. Chime in. Let us know what's going on.
Interact, man. We want interaction, man. Y'all part of this.
The more you interact, man, we'll bring you on live. You can come right on with us for a segment and talk. Get what you got to say out.
All you gotta do is drop it. Send us don't drop it on here, but send us the email or however you do it. I don't know. I'm not the technology guy, but get us an email and boom, you right up.
Hey, you comment again. Our handles are down at the bottom. The Twitter, The Man Cave 10. We're on Facebook, The Man Cave, and YouTube. If you're following right now, most of you guys are probably looking at the YouTube. Hit us on there. Leave a comment, and again. The Man Cave 22 at Yahoo is our email.
Yep.
Let us know, man. Let us know.
Hit us up. Love y'all.
Yes.
Peace. The Man Cave, baby.
Salute. The Man Cave.